way we move. No separation, need no conversation. Nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going 0 to 100. Nah, nah. Right, and wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking, it's taking you too long. Right before I decide to go. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me. Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me. Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded. Hold me, hold me. You hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me. Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me. Yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life, I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded.
Shay, don't with me. Don't with me. Okay. Don't with me unless you ready for this problem. Mama always taught me you don't start those, you solve them. Finish them, they wobbling. Okay, chill, they falling. Then get off, or I'm a prophet. Don't take, won't harm. Can't take the play, don't you jump in this ball pit. Used to work out Park Freight, but now this my office. Can you believe they pay me all this money just to talk? Lil' I'm vibing, lil' we mobbing. All in got timing, what? I'm shining. On these records, this ain't silver, it's white gold. Wait till I get them diamonds, it's gonna be a chokehold. K.O. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the fruit that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges. So who the I look like if I slow up now? Talking out that neck, but calm that down. Used to let that slide just to keep folks around. Now I keep in my bag in case they get loud. We pipe that smoke down. Don't get me rowdy. These can't rap with me. Say they proudly. Bad Mike Lowry. Serving face in season. I even brought my Lowrys. They like my little voice. They think they sweet. They think they gon' beat this little caramel. Well, I'm the new age Eve. Forbidden gems up my sleeve next to that. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the fruit that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges.
origin of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Warriors. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's been a bumpy road as of late. Out of sorts in 4 of the last 5 games. But they are looking to rectify that here tonight. Warriors, Timberwolves is coming up next, and we'll be right back.
Yeah! Don't dance, just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. It ain't never gonna stop. Search. Now lean back, lean back, lean back.
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment here now to see the numbers for Moses Moody.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it'll be Green in post. Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. These teams are getting a double dose of each other, GA. How do you see these games playing out?
Well, oftentimes the team that wins the first one drops the second. I don't know why, but it seems that's the case more often than not.
For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Post. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Bulls. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Here's Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Well, that was called pretty tightly, and I don't think they ever adjusted to the way the game was being called. Big reason why they lost.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Green. Hands the shot from the wing.
Showing you that great flexibility offensively. Draymond utilizing those openings that others might pass on.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
From about 19 feet, and another basket for Golden State.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Deflects the pass. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. That one goes. Count it.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Post.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
All right, look who's coming off of the court. Come on, get up. Your Timberwolves.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, there's the Warriors, just a couple spots back.
And I think for the Timberwolves, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Randall finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green drives in. 2 points. That one goes.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Randall passes to McDaniels. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Curry. Last time out he had 38 points. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in to the left side wing. Here's DiVincenzo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Warriors leading by 13. Curry attacking. And he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
The Timberwolves shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Back to DiVincenzo. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And it's Golden State's ball. Inside, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And a late second-round pick, but Tim Quinton Post showing he can contribute.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a true 7-footer, and he has proven he is more than comfortable shooting it from the three-point line. He is a proven NBA player.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Randall no good.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Melton with the ball. McDaniels picks him up. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. Gobert with it. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
And here are the Warriors now. Here's Melton. And McDaniels with the block. Edwards against Curry. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Selfless pass by Edwards, kicking it out instead of forcing something himself. Warriors
leading by 11. It's Curry outside. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got 12.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves right here.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And here is DiVincenzo. 11-point game his last outing from past the arc. The rebound by Post. Post has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Moody. Another shot. And Post gets it to go. Post has got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Here's Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Here's Curry. He's got 12. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Now DiVincenzo. This one for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Curry with it. Picked up by Edwards. Curry, that's good.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Warriors with the rebound.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Here's Moody, and the layup's good off the glass. Moody's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Three-pointer, Randall. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Now here's Randall. Last game with 30 points. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Green driving to the basket. And it's Green slamming it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Warriors leading by 22. Here's Curry. Good. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Here's Randall. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Here's Curry. Got it. Good job in the low post. Curry's got 20 points.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. That 3 off the mark. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. From the wing, Stephen Curry again. He's got 22.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. The tray. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Warriors leading by 23. Here's Curry, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And the first one drops. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Stephen Curry hits them both. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Curry with it. He's got 24. 1:41 left in the first. The good-looking shot from the wing. Curry's got 26 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Conley kicks to Clark. Here's Dillingham. The three-pointer, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Outside Conley. Miller outside. Launches a three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
54 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Post has got 7.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Reed. Now Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Conley. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Hield.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Conley against Curry. To the middle. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Now Post. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 9.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And here is Conley, still scoreless. Randall outside, fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Kuminga. It's Clark with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Here's Pajemski, covered by Conley. From about 16. A shot by Pajemski, no good.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period. Kevin, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. Now here is Conley. No scoring in this one. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Randall. He gets it in there.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Podziemski. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Now here's Hield. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Horford, no luck. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Conley with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Open shot, Randall. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Here's Richard. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. There's Kuminga. And again, no good by Golden State. For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Randall with the bucket.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Julius Randle.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game. And that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
So it's Minnesota now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Conley against Curry. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves on offense. A big stretch here going 10-2. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Moody. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. Outside Edwards. Wants to get it to Randall and does. He gets that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here are the Warriors now. Left side Curry over Conley, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3-ball.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Warriors leading by 21. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Well, that's a tough shot. The contested mid-range jumper, not exactly an analytics favorite.
Conley finds Randall. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Melton. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And it's Conley penetrating, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on him.
The Warriors shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. And the basket is good. Curry's got 36. Here's Conley. He's got 5. Randall outside. 3-pointer. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Down on the court is your action-packed Ice Squad. Get down and let them hear it.
changes for Minnesota. Gobert comes in for Reed, and it's McDaniels in for Clark. Then for the Warriors, Quentin Post is checked in for Horford, and Draymond Green's subbed in for Kuminga. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
The first one falls. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Post hits them both. Here's Conley. He has 5. Down low, looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slammed up by Gobert.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Warriors leading by 22. It's Curry with the drive. Up and in on the layup. Curry's got 38 points.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Now here is Conley. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Releases from 15, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Warriors shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Here's Melton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Curry against Conley. Randall outside. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Randall's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. Warriors leading by 23. Gobert with the block.
Man, Gobert's reach is essentially inescapable. He can swat any attempt away in the paint.
And finished off by McDaniel.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Here's Curry. And that one, good. Curry's got 40 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Edwards got 8 points.
And
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Yes, that goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
So it's Minnesota now. Conley with it. Outside Edwards for three. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Warriors leading by 19. Curry passes to Green. Over Randall. And it's Green missing. Timberwolves shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. To the paint. Nice shot by Gobert. 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. The 17-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Warriors lead by 19.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us, nigga. Let's see those dance moves. Let's see there. Shake it.
DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. The Warriors, 4th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now here's Randall. He's got 20. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time. Randall's got 22 points.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And that is one of Steph Curry's hallmarks. So creative around the rim.
.125 left in the second quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Here's Curry. From down in the low post, it goes. Curry's got 48.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Randall passes to McDaniels. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
.50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Curry. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. DiVincenzo with it. Curry meets him. Basket good. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Curry is inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
And on the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Randall passes to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Curry. And good, he hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Get ready for the big half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for Golden State.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine gonna show you real power when that camera turns off.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Warriors leading by 16. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Up front, it'll be Green in post. Stephen Curry's out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, "I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life." Back to you.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. Melton's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Has to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Moody. No one covering. McDaniels got 12 in the game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here he goes, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Timberwolves trail by 18. Randall dishes to Gobert. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Off target with his 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Randall. And he comes up with the deuce. 12 points for Draymond Green.
You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. DiVincenzo against Curry. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Green. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot hand.
Warriors leading by 20. Here's Melton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 10 points for him.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 8. Outside Edwards. Randall kicks to McDaniel. That 3 off the mark. Warriors have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And McDaniels with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And here are the Warriors now. Here's Melton. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Five to shoot. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 11 feet away, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That was easy, maybe too easy.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here is DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Randall outside. A 3-ball. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Over in the corner, Green. Over Randall. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know if there's anyone who's going to stick their nose in the action, in the paint, it's Draymond Green.
The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Post. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
The Timberwolves shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. DiVincenzo against Curry. Puts it up from 17. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
DiVincenzo, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well. Now that is nice right there. Curry on the move and finishing it off.
Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Back to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 5th assist in this one. The Warriors shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. Melton's got 10 points in just the second half. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 9. Randall with the bucket.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. From about 19 feet, and he knocks down the jumper. Post has got 19 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Warriors making the shot. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Randall against Green. And there's Randall on the assist from Edwards. And he has 28 points for the game.
Man, this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Here's Melton. Again, Golden State.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the Timberwolves call time here. Pajemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1. Second, the Warriors.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
Randall with the ball, and he has 28 points for the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the slam by Moody.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Not the greatest effort there defensively, and he took advantage.
And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels outside. Back to Conley.
Close out on Conley.
Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 4. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
Melton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
Now Conley, 5 points in the game. Pass to to Edwards. Back to Conley. They need this. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Here's Kuminga. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Conley with the screen on Melton, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Jaden McDaniels. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Clark in for Randall.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Minnesota shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three off target. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses.
And potential has really been the key word with Jonathan Kuminga. And each season, he seems to be gaining more and more confidence.
Minnesota making a switch here. Freeman's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here is Conley. He has 5. Pass to Edwards. To end the cold streak. Doesn't go that time.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
The veteran instincts of Horford just has a great feel for how to position himself on the offensive board.
Outside Conley. Here's Freeman. Pass to Clark. Here's Freeman. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Edwards. It's blocked.
Great defense right there by Kuminga. So quick off the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Here's Reed, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Reed's got 6 points.
And coaches love to see points coming from an inbounds play. That's why you practice them.
With the shot. A shot by Pajemski, no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
In the corner, Dillingham with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Got that one up quick.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job. .152 left in the third quarter.
Outside Conley. Pass to Clark. From deep. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Podziemski with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Podziemski's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Here is Conley. He has 5. 1:21 left to play in the third. Reed with a screen for Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Santos. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Outside Conley. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Clark's got his first basket.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Count it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Dillingham. The rebound by Hield.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And while he moved there by Hield, with that pull-up Jay, keeping himself one step ahead of the defense.
Conley sets a screen for Reed. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Driving the lane. Puts it up from 15. No good on that one. Clark outside. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And we'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's good for 2. Randall's got 30 points.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's Conley. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Dillingham. Payton against Randall. From downtown. Here's Reed. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Here's Hield. No good off the front iron. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And we're going courtside now for a report on Jonathan Kuminga. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by Al Horford. No good from Clark. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Healed outside. Over Randall. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Clark has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
First team foul.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. That one is off. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Gary Payton. And he's good on the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Kuminga. That one off the back iron and out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Podziemski with it. Pulls up on the wing. Kuminga. They kick out to Hield. Over Edwards. Hield can't hit.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Here's Dillingham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Podziemski. Over Dillingham. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Randall. Uncovered, and he hits the jump shot. Randall's got 32 points in the game.
And the intelligence of Randall evident on that play. Fantastic at picking the right shots to take in this offense.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Clark with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
And it's in there.
And when he first entered the league, Jonathan Kuminga would not take that shot. But he has put in a ton of work. into his game.
Now here's Randall. Out to Edwards. Takes a three. Taps in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall. Really lighting it up.
Here's Podziemski. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Golden State. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. Got that bucket in no time at all. Kuminga's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that was a foot race in the open floor, and Kuminga is going to win that one most of the time.
So it's Minnesota now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Clark outside, takes the three, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Randall outside. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Randall's got 13 points in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Timeout called the Warriors. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. And the Warriors also making a change. Jackson Davis is checked in. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Edwards looking it over. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Podziemski with it, defended by DiVincenzo. And here is McDaniel. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The Warriors shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Here's Podziemski. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
From 12 feet out, DiVincenzo can't hit it. Timeout called the Warriors. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Here's Golden State now. Now Podziemski. That one wide left. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Here's Podziemski, following the basket by Julius Randle, and they pick up 2.
Well, whatever his coach said to him at halftime, he heard it.
Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. McDaniels outside. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Chalk up 2 there. 14 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
The Warriors shooting only 35% in the 4th quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. The crossover and finished off by McDaniel.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you'd think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Al Horford's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Randall outside. There's the drive, and Randall throws it down.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
Healed outside. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The Timberwolves shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Horford's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Here's McDaniels following the score by Golden State. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Hield kicks to Kuminga. To the inside, Horford. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
But Jemski's shot is good. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. For the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. The Warriors shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor.
And Kuminga doesn't mind getting hit on the way up. He actually embraces every chance he gets to go to the line.
2 shots. Kuminga.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is, I promise you that.
Both free throws good from Kuminga. Minnesota shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Randall outside. They get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Timeout called the Warriors. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Now on the court is your active high squad. Get down a little bit.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Kuminga makes a big high bouncing goes in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Shoots it. Shot by Podziemski, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Has to Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
McDaniels.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots. And too long on the shot. Up top, DiVincenzo. He's defended by Podziemski.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Wing shot on the way. Minnesota with the rebound. Now, here's McDaniels. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks, team. Well, Draymond, it was smooth sailing for you tonight. How'd you make it look so easy?
I mean, it's seamless because I play with guys who makes it seamless. You know, I don't have to come out and try to do too much. Just come out and be myself. And so, for that reason, it was seamless.
All right, congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry.